from a demolition job in southern Ohio that didn't go according to plan, and a swimming pool in eastern Kentucky that got washed away by a flash flood, to a floating Russian restaurant that decided to take a trip downstream, and a cruise ship that came way too close to hitting a bridge in Australia. Here are 13 minutes of unbelievable moments. In Manchester, Ohio, a small village north of the Kentucky border, a demolition crew arrived to tear down some old cement towers. They were only hired to get rid of 4 of the 5 towers. Apparently, one of those towers had a mind of its own. The James Stewart electric generating system shut down in 2018. Another company bought the land in 2019 and wanted to rip the whole thing down. On the bright side, the new owners probably saved a little money. Now they don't have to pay another crew to demolish the 5th tower. On the brighter side, everything came crumbling down. Unlike this failed demolition in Kankaya, Turkey. It was a simple job, really. Cut this old flour factory like a tree and let it collapse. Nobody's been here since the 80s. How hard can it be? Well, they learned that lesson the hard way in August of 2009. Whoever built this place should pat themselves on the back. That is one sturdy frame. According to the locals, the old factory came within a few feet of the neighboring building when it rolled over. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. We wonder if that building would have been sturdy enough to withstand, I don't know, catastrophic flooding. Fast forward to the summer of 2022. Massive floods ravaged eastern Kentucky. Heavy rainfall in late July caused flash floods across the region. Some people watched as their homes got washed away. Others just lost their pool. The pool completely disappeared in the murky water. It looks like a blue river snake slithering away. According to the National Weather Service, there were over 600 helicopter rescues and countless water rescues to try and pull people from the raging water. A similar scene occurred on the Volga River in eastern Russia. The people of Samara used to love the old wharf restaurant. It was a floating eatery anchored by several docks. On April 17th of 2018, a massive ice patch crashed into a floating restaurant, jarring it loose. The worst part, it was in the middle of a busy lunch service.
Все, порвала тросы.
Так ее унесет сейчас?
Да, унесет.
Надо звонить, наверное, куда-нибудь, нет? Все. И ту сейчас несет.
Вон все трубы повырывала, мостки все повырывала.
Да. И смотри, какая она ее точно унесет сейчас.
Все, трубу оторвало. И его оторвало. Все, вторая труба не выдержала. Все, сорвало его.
А это что за свищи пошли? Это он на катере смылся или что?
Все, вторая труба не выдержала. Все, сорвало его.
According to reports, the restaurant was full when it broke free from the dock. Everyone inside took a wild ride down the ice-cold Volga River. Thankfully, nobody got hurt or lost their lunch. A tugboat arrived some time later and hauled the runaway restaurant back to shore. We'll call this incident a close call, almost as close as this ship came to hitting a bridge in Sydney, Australia. The Harbour Bridge is a 3,800-foot steel structure connecting the Sydney suburbs of Kirribilli and Dawes Point. Hundreds of boats pass under it every day. Some come a little too close for comfort. From this angle, it looks like the cruise ship is about to crash into the bridge. Then, it glides underneath. Next, it looks like the antennas are about to get lopped off. But those make it under too. We know you were hoping to see the ship hit the bridge, so to scratch that itch, here's a collision from Ecuador. This boat was allegedly confiscated for illegal fishing when it crashed into a low pedestrian bridge.
Let's see that again from another angle.
¿Y ahora cómo salimos?
So you have one fine for illegal fishing and another for destroying the bridge. Someone certainly had an awkward phone call to make. Kind of like these Norwegian guys who sunk their shipping crane during a load test. Saipem is an Italian company that makes giant cranes for oil drilling. Those cranes obviously need to be tested before being shipped off to sea. The Saipem 7000 has been in service since 1987. On April 14th of 2022, it came in for routine load testing off the coast of Norway. What happened next almost cost them the entire $400 million vessel.
E poi vai, via, molla tutto e via. Perché quando è andato giù e quando è andata la frizione non si sono rotti i cavi.
Vedi i cavi? Non è una questione soltanto di bettolina. Prima che la bettolina arrivasse tutta, i cavi erano già arrivati pure su, è poi mollato proprio in libera, completamente, proprio mollato tutto. Con i freni non ha retto neanche un cazzo.
No,
niente.
hai visto il fumo? Hai visto il fumo?
The company said the crane had already passed several trials and was performing its planned 5-year load test. One of the main wires broke, causing the entire vessel to list one way and drop its load into the water. This was just an accident waiting to happen. We can't say the same for this truck driver who got his fully loaded car hauler stuck on the train tracks. If you thought you were having a bad day at work, just be thankful you aren't this guy. He was driving through Thackerville, Oklahoma in October of 2021 when his truck got caught on the tracks. The worst part? It was fully loaded with cars. That Amtrak train obliterated those cars. You might think it was a scene from Fast and Furious. According to the sheriff's department, there were 110 people on the train when it hit the semi. 4 of them suffered a few minor injuries, but everyone was okay in the end. We're not sure why the car hauler got stuck, so we'll chalk it up to being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Speaking of wrong place, wrong time, these daredevils in Norway couldn't have chosen a worse iceberg to climb on. They were sailing on the open seas of Svalbard, an island cluster between Norway and the North Pole. They found this iceberg and thought, man, I have to climb it. The boat dropped them off, but Mother Nature had other ideas.
Et là, le glaçon.
Ah bah non, ils s'en foutent du fond.
Il va me dire.
Bon bah à l'année prochaine.
Ciao. Ciao, il va
Thankfully, our experienced climbers recognized the danger and quickly got out of the way. The boat came back and plucked them out of the freezing water. One of them, Mike Horn, has 30 years of climbing experience. We wonder if this was the first time an iceberg flipped over on him. Unlike Mike's rare flipping iceberg, landslides in India are all too common, though they're not always this big. On July 30th of 2021, a massive chunk of land broke free in Himachal Pradesh, taking the entire highway with it.
गाड़ी भी ले लो पीछे ओ ओपन
I think about what the mountain used to look like and what it looks like now. These kinds of events are extremely common in northern India. The plates forming the Himalayan mountains constantly shift, leading to freak and often violent landslides. But not all disasters have to have a terrifying ending. Sometimes, human ingenuity steps in and saves the day. Back in December of 2012, some locals were enjoying a calm day on the water when they noticed a fire along the shore. A crashed boat had gone up in flames, and those flames threatened the entire area. Then, like James Bond, another boater rushed in to save the day.
No, two. Okay. You've got half an each, so hopefully you get... What are you doing? Oh, f*** it. That. I would not do that. Good for the bushes though.
Our speedboat firefighter makes 4 passes to ensure the fire is out. The people on shore must have thought he was crazy at first, but then they realized what he was doing. People apparently use speedboats and jet skis to put out fires all the time. Go ahead, type into Google and see for yourself. Well, that's all we have for you today, but if you enjoyed this video and want to see another just like it, then be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thanks for watching and be sure to tune in next time.